Yo, what's up guys? How are you doing today? I'm coming at you guys with my official 2023-2024 NBA Western Conference standing predictions. A couple days later, 2 days earlier, I did the Eastern Conference, and it's time for the Western Conference, man. We are 5 days away from regular season NBA basketball. We got what? Suns and Warriors. We got Lakers and Nuggets. Like, we got real hoops in 5 days, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot wait for that. But while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and do some NBA Western Conference standing predictions. Not gonna lie, the West this season is very stacked. It's very stacked. Okay, but other than that, let's get straight into the video and let's see how these predictions are gonna go, man. So as usual, like I said, last video on Monday, I'm recording this on Wednesday, October 19, 2023. Shout out to Enjoy Basketball. Y'all check them out. They have this nice little layout. But standings, I usually just do them on my notes on my PC, but now I'm doing it right here. Again, shout out to Enjoy Basketball. And yeah. All right, so starting it off, I'm gonna start off with the bottom. And the worst team I see out of these 15 is the team that I'm actually high on. Like, I am high on this team at number 15, which just lets you know how good the Western Conference is. If I am high on a team that is number 15, that just lets you know how good the Western Conference really is. I'm looking at teams, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this team took a massive hit last season, and they were in a play-in last season, and they were out of the play-in last season with their best players now out of their organization. Now you can now think who that guy is. It's Damian Lillard, ladies and gentlemen. The Blazers team, I love this Blazers team. I love Shaedon Sharpe. I love Scoot Henderson. I love Anthony Simons. Jeremy Grant's pretty solid. DeAndre Ayton, I'm excited to see him in a change of scenery. They did lose guys. Again, Damian Lillard was a massive hit. They lost Nurkic, and I think they upgraded with DA. Lost role players like Nasir Little, third stringer Keon Johnson, re-signed Jeremy Grant to a fat deal, which might end up getting dealt around the trade deadline. I don't think Jeremy Grant fits this timeline of the Blazers with Scoot and Simons and Sharpe and DA, like all like 25 and younger. And you have Jeremy Grant, who's I think like gotta be at least like 27, 28 if I just had to guess. So yeah, number 15, I have the Portland Trail Blazers in my humble opinion. At number 14, I haven't seen that a lot of people as well are proud. I don't know. I might be asinine. I might be insane. But I really do. It's really between two teams. I'm going to tell you who the two teams are. For me right now, it's between the San Antonio Spurs and the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz have Lauri Markkanen, who's an All-Star Game starter, Jordan Clarkson, Keontae George, Walker Kessler. I just think they are more advanced than the San Antonio Spurs. Like, I love Devin Vassell. I love Wemby. Keldon Johnson's pretty good. Zach Collins, like Trey Jones. Like, I get it. If you want to put the Spurs at number 13, okay. But give me the team that last season. Don't forget they were like the first seed for the first couple of weeks, and then they'll have, but they have a really, this is still a really solid Jazz team. I'm not gonna per say that they're gonna be really good, but I don't think they'll be number 14 bad. Like, Wemby could definitely get this team to at least like the 12, maybe 11 seed, but just based off last year, Spurs were one of the worst teams in basketball. Yeah, I think they would be young, but they're just gonna skyrocket over the Jazz. I mean, they might, but just logically thinking right here, I'm gonna give this to the San Antonio Spurs at number 14. At number 13, like I said, I'm gonna give this to the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz, man, they have a really nice amount of role players. This also is one of the teams that might sell off just because they have a really good abundance of pretty good players in this league. I mean, you started off again with Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, Keontae George, Walker Kessler, Lauri Markkanen, All-Right Legend, Chris Dunn. We got John Collins. They just got I forgot what was his name. They just drafted somebody. Taylor Hendricks out of, I believe, UCF. Like, they have an abundance of like good, decent amount of talent per se. So that's why I have them over the Spurs. I think they're just like, overall, I like their roster over the Spurs. But the Spurs do have Wemby. Lauri Markkanen last season was that guy. So I'm gonna give the Jazz the benefit of the doubt, put them at number 13. We're looking at, I think I just might jump ship right now, to be honest. I think I just might go up to, let's say, number 1, because I gotta figure out 11 and 12. Okay, so my number 1 seed this season, without a doubt, it is going to be the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, obviously, they didn't do anything in the off season. They just won an NBA championship over my Miami Heat in 5 games, unfortunately. So I can tell you first that this Denver Nuggets team is legit. Lost Obviously, Bruce Brown, which is a pretty big hit for the bench unit. They also lost Jeff Green, aka Uncle Jeff, and they drafted a couple guys. Julian Strother. I forgot who else they drafted, but they drafted a couple of second round picks as well. And the way that Calvin Booth, the Nuggets GM, and Mike Malone have been talking about Peyton Watson, and PG was talking about Peyton Watson as well, the former UCLA Bruin. There are high hopes apparently on that bench unit for Peyton Watson. So, hey, Peyton Watson, you have a lot of people backing you up right now. So, hey, this is your moment to shine. They did not re-sign Bruce Brown. I don't think they had enough money to re-sign him. So, hey, they're talking you up, Peyton Watson. Might be your time. They said that you're taller, you can defend. I want to see his shooting because Bruce Brown was a pretty solid three-point shooter, attacked the rim pretty well. Apparently, Peyton Watson's pretty athletic as well, just like a Bruce Brown. So, yeah. My number 2 seed is going to be another one of these teams. I think it's just like very, very. I really like what this team did in the offseason. They made a pretty big move, and then they just fizzled it out with a couple of nice role players. This is going to be the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker is one of the best trios offensively, just overall, that we've seen in a very, very long time. Again, one of the big holes in this team, they don't really have a point guard, but Devin Booker can play make. Bradley Beal can play make. The Kevin Durant can play make as well. That they did downgrade at center, going from a guy like a DA, then a Nurkic. I mean, I guess they're expecting Nurkic to be that defender he was prior to snapping his leg a couple years back. This has not been the same guy defensively. We know Nurkic is a really good rebounding guy. We know Nurkic is pretty good around the rim. He can catch lobs. I mean, I guess for this team, maybe he fits them more than a DA that needs his touches. I mean, Nurkic really doesn't need his touches. He's not going to like, oh yeah, I'm going to demand the ball. Like, just throw him the ball. He does the dirty work. He gets the rebounds. Finishes around the rim. Catches lobs. He can definitely be a high-level role player for this Phoenix Suns team, to be honest. Obviously, DeAndre Ayton, his talent is like here. And then you have Nurkic just like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe for this team, he fits them better. But overall, DA is a better player. I definitely would rather have DA on my team than use of Nurkic. But again, let's just see how he plays with what was his name? Let's just see how he plays down there in Phoenix with what was it again? Former Lakers head coach. No, what was his name? Frank Vogel. Former Lakers head coach. Yep. Okay, so we're looking at now number 3. I think I'm gonna give this number 3 spot to a team that was really good in the second half of the season, last season in particular, and that's gonna be the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers are usually a team that I'm not like the highest on, just because I feel like they're usually pretty top heavy. But you got LeBron, you got AD, you got Reeves. Like what I saw last season, I Rui Hachimura. They went ahead and got some underrated role players. They got guys like Taurean Prince. I don't know what expect really out of guys like Jackson Hayes and Cam Reddish. They did their thing though. The Lakers did their thing. They re-signed D'Lo. They re-signed Reeves. They re-signed Rui. They definitely one of the biggest winners of the 2023 NBA offseason. I'm just really high in this team. I mean, AD when healthy, one of the top 10 players in the league. LeBron when healthy, obviously one of the top 8 to 10, maybe even higher players in the league. He's damn near 40 years old, still doing his thing somehow, some way. 2 top 10 players when fully healthy in the NBA. I mean, I don't know. LeBron might have to show me that he's top 10. Hold on. Off the top of my head. At least 2 top 15. Let's say that. At least 2 top 15 players in the league. Not that I have a list in my mind, or just off the top of my head, I'm just like, that boy Bron be missing games. I mean, so do AD, but hey, I don't know. All right, so my number 4 seed, I think, is going to be the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors is a team I'm not giving up on. You have Stephen Curry, you have Klay Thompson, the departure of Jordan Poole. You brought in CP3. Hopefully he's off the bench. I don't want to see CP3 starting with Stephen Curry. You can definitely play him alongside Curry still without starting him. You just need the size in Draymond at the 4 and Cavani at the 5. Draymond at the 5 can hold his weight, but that's just putting a lot of pressure on him. You expect him to be your best defender with Wiggins as well, rebound, play make, and do all of this, and be the, imagine like him having to play against like Jokic all game. Like, he's one of the main defenders on Jokic, but imagine him on him like all game. Like, you need Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney had how many 20 rebound games last season? Kevon Looney is one of the most underrated centers in the NBA. He doesn't need his touches. Just the cleanup work. Finishes around the rim, can catch lobs, decent playmaker as well. Don't forget about that. You're a freedom shooter as well, especially for big. So yeah, Warriors are number 4. I mean, Curry last night, what he put up 30. I know it's preseason 30 game winner against the Kings. Curry is still him. Curry's still in this prime. Klay Thompson, regression unfortunately, but Draymond Green just signed a nice 4-year, $100 million deal. They traded away Jordan Poole right as the extension kicked in. They got CP3 hopefully for him off the bench. Wing is one of the most underrated two-way guys in the league. So yeah, so at number 4 I have the Golden State Warriors. At number 5 I think I will have the for this one I'm looking between the LA Clippers and I'm looking between the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies will be without Ja Morant for 25 games. I do think they will still be a pretty good team. The Clippers with Kawhi and PG, I might be buying into them. Kawhi's going to miss games. PG is going to miss games. We know that already, but I like the depth of this team with Norman Powell. They didn't re-sign Eric Gordon for. Yeah, I forgot to mention the Suns also got Eric Gordon as well. As a pretty underrated signing in my opinion. But Kawhi and PG, Tyronn Lue's a pretty good head coach. Yeah, I have the Clippers over them. But if Ja Morant was playing for those first 25 games, I definitely would have had the Grizzlies over the Clippers. In my humble opinion. One of the Clippers, like every single year, I'm like, if the Clippers are healthy, they're winning the whole entire finals. Like that's how good the Clippers team is. In my humble opinion, Mason Plumlee, pretty underrated backup center as well. Yeah, so number 6, like I said, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm really high in this team. Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr. They did lose Brandon Clark for the foreseeable future. Steven Adams is back, and though he's going to be doing this thing. Who's going to be the wing, though? It's going to be Desmond Bane at the 3 when you have Ja Morant back. Can we see something out of Zaire Williams? Can we see something out of David Roddy? Kenny Lofton? What is he going to do this season? Luke Kennard, I love that they picked him up for the Clippers. The Clippers definitely wish they had a guy like Luke Kennard, and then they have Norman Powell. Luke Kennard was probably the best 3-point shooter in basketball this season, according to the stats. Now, according to the eyes, it's Stephen Curry. According to the stats, percentage-wise, Luke Kennard shot like 48% from 3. Like, Luke Kennard is that guy, respectfully. So at number 7, I'm going to have the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings, in my opinion, it's tough. You could definitely make an argument to put them with the Grizzlies, especially with Ja Morant missed 25 games. But you gotta remember, the Kings last season had the best offensive basketball. The coach of the year, Mike Brown. De'Aaron Fox, first time making the All-Star game. All-NBA. Domantas Sabonis, All-NBA. Domantas Sabonis, third time making the NBA All-Star game. The most healthiest team in basketball. Is that all gonna happen once again? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know. So I do think they take a hit back. And also, they didn't do anything in free agency. They didn't do a single thing. They got Sasha Vezenkov from overseas. I don't know how it was translating to the NBA. Apparently, he's a pretty good shooter. We'll see in the NBA, though. They re-signed Harrison Barnes. I personally want to splurge a little bit and got a guy like a Kyle Kuzma. I mean, maybe they're just that high on a guy like Keegan Murray, who I am high as well on this. I think he will definitely take a leap this season. They continue to put the ball on the floor and continue to be better in terms of shot creation as he was down the stretch for the Sacramento Kings. And he really started off the season, his rookie season, as a nice 3-and-D guy. He made the most 3-point field goals for a rookie in NBA history. And now he's going to be putting the ball on the floor a lot more. He has a size of frame to be a pretty sound defender in this league as well. I'm very high on Keegan Murray. So with him, with Sabonis, with Fox, they're still, without a doubt, in my opinion, still a 7 seed. I just probably would have split a little bit and gotten a guy like a Kyle Kuzma instead of re-signing Harrison Barnes for like $15 million a year, even though he's kind of just like solid now. And you have Kuzma who's like ascending to like becoming like a damn near star in this league. So that's just my 2 cents, Sacramento Kings, but still a good team in my opinion. But we'll see how this later translates for the Sacramento Kings. Coming in at number 8, I am going to have the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's another team that I'm probably not as high on as a lot of teams are. A lot of people are. Obviously, you got Ant, you got Cat, you got Gobert, you got Mike Conley. Pretty nice four-sided players right there. Jaden McDaniels, again, one of the most underrated guys in the NBA, especially in the 3-and-D role. If you want to see him put the ball on the floor a little bit more as well, just like a guy like Keegan Murray, in a sense, to kind of be just an even better player in this league. Yeah, just not really a big fan of that 4 and 5 of Cat and Gobert. I like Cat, but I don't like Cat and Gobert. Like, I'm not really a big Gobert guy on his own. I mean, maybe Mike Conley and Gobert can get that Utah Jazz connection going like they were towards the end of last season when Conley got traded in that D'Lo trade with the Jazz and Lakers and T-Wolves. I don't know. I think this would be a pretty underrated season as well for the guy like a Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They got Shake Milton from the Sixers. Like, I'm not as high on them. I like the T-Wolves though. I still have them as the 8 seed. It's not. I see people have them as high as like the 2 seed, which is like outlandish. But hey, Ant-Man, I do see him having an All-NBA season, All-Star season. I'm really, really high on him. Like I said last year, this is officially Anthony Edwards' team. He's officially here. Cat, you're the number 2 guy now. So hey, I want to see Cat and Ant and Gobert and try to facilitate that with Mike Conley as well. That's just my only thing with the Timberwolves. Coming in at number 9. There's 4 teams left. Let me just start off with the number 12 spot. I think this is pretty fair, to be honest, giving this spot to the Houston Rockets. I mean, they got Van Vliet, they got Dylan Brooks, they got Jabari Smith Jr., they got Jalen Green. Like, they have guys on this team, to be honest. KPJ, obviously, unfortunate situation with whatever's going on with him and his girlfriend. Apparently, I don't even want to get into that, but if he did what he did, absolute loser shit. And he just got traded to the Thunder, immediately waived. And then you got, what's his name, J.R. Reed, Jeremiah Robinson, and Victor Oladipo, who hopefully they go ahead and end up waiving, so he can return to Miami Heat as the 3rd string point guard. Hey, we'll take it back, Depot. Down here, not down here, but with the Heat, of course. But yeah, at number 12, I have the Rockets. I don't think they will get better. I mean, they were the worst. They were one of the worst teams in basketball last season. I think they'll be better. I don't know if they'll make the play-in. I just have them slightly out of the play-in, in my humble opinion, but that's just me. Now there's 3 teams left. There's 3 teams left who, one of these teams, the Thunder, a lot of people are high on. Pelicans, I personally am high on, and there's the Dallas Mavericks, who I'm not super high on, but I'm gonna give them the benefit that I'm gonna put them at number 10. I think they will make the play-in at the number 10 spot. And I say that because they have Luka Doncic, they have Kyrie Irving, I like Josh Green. Go and get Derek Lively. That was a pretty nice move. Backup big, I'm pretty sure will be what's his name? Rashawn Holmes, who was pretty solid with the Kings not too long ago, and then he just randomly was out of the rotation after the bubble. When he got kicked out for, what was it? Going out of the Bears, some shit against some DoorDash. Like, this man Rashawn Holmes, yo. I do think the Dallas Mavericks will at least make the play-in. I'm not too high, and that's why I have them at the 10th and final spot of the play-in. But yeah, respectfully, I just yeah, Kyrie, Luka did not make the play-in last season. They lost guys like DFS. I mean, they need defensive guys. They got Derek Lively in the NBA draft. They got Omax from he was from the Big East. Omax was where Omax went. Damn, I'm a Big East Providence Friars guy. I can't even see where Omax went to. Jesus. Let me see. Omax went to, let me see, Olivier Maxier Prosper. Omax went to, damn, like Marquette. Damn, why did it take me that long to remember Marquette? Jesus Christ. I mean, not remember, but look up, obviously. Okay, so coming in at the number 9 spot, this is between the Pellies and the Thunder. The Pellies, a lot of people are super high on this Thunder team. I can see them in the play. If you have them over the Dallas Mavericks, that's cool. I'm gonna get the benefit out of Luka and them. Now the Thunder did make the play last season without Chet Holmgren, who was back this season. I like Chet. Giddey's pretty good. Shea is pretty good. Actually, really good. Jalen Williams from Santa Clara. He's fairly looking built. Lou Dort, pretty good defender. Might be my hot take of the video. Last video was the Magic at 12, which I can see why you have them to play, and I might even have them to play in now a couple days later, but that's beside the point. Coming in number 11, I have the OKC Thunder. That's my hot take. Pelicans, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas. Hey, I'm high in this Pelicans team, ladies and gentlemen. I am high in this Pelicans team now. Not super high. I have them at number 9. I do have them over Thunder. That might be my hot take. If you have the, like I said, if you have OKC over Dallas, if you see Dallas missing a play-in, that's kind of insane, to be honest. But OKC, they might be a year away. The Magic and the Thunder might be a year away. Last year they got in because Dallas didn't get in. I think Dallas gets in this year, to be honest. If Luka and Kyrie don't have to play in once again, you have to have a serious convo about that duo. Let's be honest. So hey, This is my 1 to 15. Like I said, hot take: Thunder missing the play-in and Dallas getting in front of them. What the ones getting in as well. I know you can make a kind of conversation. Why do you have Zion and the Pelicans in? Was Zion missing how many games? The Pelicans were in the play-in last season without Zion Williamson. Brandon Ingram missing a big part of last season. They're expecting jumps out of a guy like Dyson Daniels. They're expecting jumps as well. I forgot who they drafted this season in the NBA draft. Let me just do a little quick look at the Pelicans real quick. So they have AJ Liddell from Ohio State, who just didn't really play last season. I know Trey Murphy is going to be out for a while as well. It's pretty tough, to be honest. So we're looking at CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, really high on Herb Jones, Zion, Joe Val. I like Jose Alvarado, Dyson Daniels. Trey Murphy will be out for a little while. Larry Nance, hopefully that he doesn't miss too much time. So yeah, I really do like this Pelicans team. I definitely do think they will make the play-in and have them at the number 9 spot because of that. So again, it's my list right here, 1 through 15. From the Nuggets at number 1 to the Portland Trail Blazers at number 15. Very, very hard. Like I said, basketball is 5 days away. Cannot wait to get into that. Definitely going to start up a fantasy basketball league. Probably in the next couple of days. Probably on my Twitch channel. Go ahead and do that with the boys. But yeah, that is it. And yeah, other than that, yo, that is the video. Go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. See you boy, John. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.